What is happening, guys? CustomGG here, and today I'm reviewing my Leafeon Lurantis deck profile. Gonna run through the card choices, run through all the best cards in the deck and what they do, run through some card choices that you consider if you do not like the list as it is, and overall why you should be considering this deck for the Collinsville Regional this weekend. So let's review the star card of the deck first of all. Leafeon GX. 200 HP, ability Breath of the Leaves. If this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, once during your turn, you may heal 50 damage off one of your Pokemon that has any energy attached to it. That is a really strong ability. It makes Leafeon into quite a massive tank, because in this deck, he will be, or she will be, the main attacker of the deck, so that makes it really, really tanky and just overall very solid. Solar Beam, 1 Grass, 2 DCE for 110 damage, not too shabby all in all. 1 Grass Energy, Grand Bloom GX. For each of your benched basic Pokemon, search your deck for a card that evolves from that card, put it on top of that card, shuffle your deck afterward. What people are trying to play this with is Decidueye, because it means you get to start off with X amount of Rowlet, evolve them into Dartrix, and then on the corresponding turn you maybe get to slap down some Decidueyes pretty early. However, I am electing not to do that. I am playing Lurantis. Specifically, this Lurantis, 100 HP, Sunny Day, will make your Grass and Fire type Pokemon do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon before applying weakness and resistance. It's got an irrelevant attack and its retreat cost is 2. So since we are playing 4 and we can indeed get 4, providing we don't prize any for Mantis, we will be heading for a Solar Beam of 20, 40, 60, 80 more, which brings you to a base of 190. That's knocking out every single basic GX Pokemon, so it'll be taking out Buzzwoles, which is just really good. So we're playing 4 Eevee, 3 Leafeon, because you never actually really want to get out 3 Leafeon, you just want to start with the Eevee and the Grass Energy to get things going. We're playing 4 Fomantis. Fomantis itself isn't bad either. Synthesis, search your deck for Grass Energy, attach it to one of your Pokemon, shuffle your deck afterward. Unfortunately, that does not trigger the Eevee evolution, because it's not going directly from hand onto Eevee, which is sad, but sure, what can you do? And we're playing 1 copy of the Lurantis GX, 210 HP, 1 Grass, Flower Supply 40, attach 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile to your Pokemon in any way you like. So that is your way of getting back into the game. Just in case you're falling behind or there's lots of Leafeons getting knocked out and it just doesn't go in your way, Flower Supply is a really good way of getting back into the game. Solar Blade, 120, heal 30 damage. Combining with the Lurantis on the bench, it's not doing a terrible amount of damage. It would be doing, what, 180, because there will only be 3 Lurantis on the bench, obviously, if this is out. So not bad. And GX attack is not bad either if you do not get the Grand Bloom off early enough. It does 50 times the amount of Grass Energy attached to this Pokemon. Lastly, you're playing 2 Lele and 1 Orangaru, because you just have to get lots of draw support going. Yeah. Onto the trainers, we have got 2 Bridget, 2 Cynthia, 2 Anne, 2 Kukui, 2 Sycamore, 1 Hala, 2 Guzma, 2 Energy Lotto, 4 Ultra Ball, 2 Field Blower, 1 Palpad, 1 Super Rod, 3 Floatstone, and 3 Choice Band. Supporters is kind of consistent way. Kukui is needed, because combining Kukui and Choice Band together, you will be knocking out every single relevant GX in the meta right now. So it is really needed, to be honest. And like I said, it's just searchable damage. There's really good Hala, because you do try to get off your Grand Bloom first turn, so you will hopefully be drawing 7 cards off Hala ASAP. The rest is just mostly consistent. Guzma, you can play more than 2 if you want. It's completely up to you. It depends how aggressive you want to play. But I'm just knocking out whatever's in front of me, to be honest. Guzma's mostly for the late game. Energy Lotto, I'm playing this over Professor's Letter because this can get DCE. Yes, you do want the Grass Energy first turn, that's great, but after that you do want to hunt for the DCE so you can start going on turn 2 Solar Beams and taking some quick KOs. to Blower because Fighting Fury build and Garbatoxin is really annoying, as well as Parallel City. Either way round, it is very annoying. One Pal Pad, one Super Rods, just shuffle your cards back in, recycle. 3 Floatstone because you want to promote the EV to the active in case you don't start with it, and 3 Choice Band because, as I say, you max out at 110 base or 190 base in this deck, so you want to hit higher numbers. And lastly, for the energy, it is pretty simple: the 12 of 8 grass and 4 DCE. So let's talk about some choices you can play instead. You can play the new unit energy, which provides a grass, water, or fire type. You can play fire type Pokemon because it means Lurantis will boost them up by 20 as well. You can play stuff like Turtonator or anything else really, because if you play the unit energy, or even if you don't, if you just play Turtonator for the DCE attachment for the Shell Trap, it's doing 20 more damage per Lurantis, which isn't too shabby. Volk is a problem for this deck, so taking in a water type if you do play unit energy is not the worst idea. None really spring to mind, but I'm sure if you went for a quick search, you could find a really good water type to take on the Volk matchup to make it a bit more favourable for yourself. So let's talk about the deck in general. This deck gets off really quick, straight off the block. Starting with a grass energy and an EV, Grand Bloom for Mantis. It's just a really aggressive start. People are saying how good Zoroark is because it can go for a turn 2 120 swing, whereas this can go anywhere up to a 240 swing turn 2. Like, that is just monstrous. And its grind game is not too shabby either because of the Leafeon continuously healing itself for 50 every time. And with the Lurantis GX, it should be going for quite some time. So hope you enjoyed the deck, guys. I hope you really consider playing this for Collinsville Regional. Yeah, please check out the rest of our videos. Check out our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. Let me know what you think of the deck. Hope some of you have a good time at Collinsville. But for now, this is Chris from NGG.